Do you like relying on cute pets to blast the damage for you? Do you like jumping around and blasting damage? Do you like having unlimited movement, zero spells to cast, and still blasting damage? Then Beast Mastery is the spec for you. Chachuks over here, coming to you with a juicy BM guide for all your needs. Before we get into the business, keep in mind that you can always find me daily on twitch.tv/chachuks from 1 PM Eastern European time for more questions and the time of your life, baby. Is BM the new meta? No, but it can be soon enough. BM is in a fairly decent good position right now, providing a really good output DPS, slightly being behind Marksman at the moment, but with really small differences, but providing a better set of utility tools. The DPS is pretty linear without huge spikes of bursts, bringing alongside to the table a really strong single target output, which makes it an all-rounded spec for Mythic Plus and rating. On top of that, is currently one of the easiest specs in the game to be played while still performing above average, which makes it viable for the majority of the player base. But because BM scales better and better with more gear, as we progress to 9.1 it's really possible to see a shift in power that will bring BM on top of the Hunter spec and the desired one in every encounter. BM new meta, you heard it here. Currently, when it comes to stat priority, the desired order is Haste, Critical Strike, Versatility, which comes really close to Crit, and Mastery. You want to aim for about 20% plus Haste and dump after as much as possible into Crit and Versatility. When it comes to the talent builds for BM, just as its playstyle, it has a really easy talent choice, which works for every type of gameplay. From the top row, you will always select the Animal Companion. The talent allows you to play with 2 pets at a time, and let's be honest, this is the reason you chose this spec. Damn fluffsters. Following up, Scent of Blood is the preferred choice, reducing the RNG procs of your barb shot into making your rotation and focus generation smoother. Next row provides some utility talents, choose what fits you better in different content type. As we move on, you pick Thrill of the Hunt. The other 2 options, they need to be redesigned, they are still in an alpha state, to be honest. If you are a greedy bastard and want to play for yourself, choose Post Haste from the next row. If you want to help the group or the tank a little bit, you can go with Binding Shot. The next one is an easy choice, Wompy Stompy for an even greater might of your pets. Now when it comes to the last row, Aspect of the Beast is the easy choice and the strongest one in Mythic Plus AoE situations. In case you are looking for maximum single target DPS, Killer Cobra can provide that, being slightly better than Aspect. Bloodshed is not to be discredited, can work good in mostly single target situations, but doesn't bring too much power overall. Let's talk Legendaries. On paper there are 2 options, but in reality there is pretty much only one, and that one being Relax Stalker's Piercing Fangs. It's an easy to play legendary which empowers your pet's damage during Bestial Wrath, increasing the critical damage dealt by them by 35%, and because the uptime on Bestial Wrath is quite big, it's a strong legendary for all situations. On paper though, Soulforge Embers can provide some big numbers, especially on AoE, but this comes in a perfect situation where the mobs or the boss is not moved away from your flaming tar trap. But because these perfect situations can be quite rare, the safe bet and the really strong choice is the Relax Stalker's Legendary. The easygoing nature of the BM playstyle transcends into the Covenant selection also, with Night Fae being the best choice in each and every situation. Not discrediting the other possible Covenant choices, which can provide a decent and fun playstyle, but in terms of min-maxing the damage or survivability, every other Covenant falls a bit short from Night Fae. When it comes to Soulbinds, Nia is an all-rounder excellent choice, being the preferred one in single target situations. For Mythic Plus, I personally prefer Crane for the extra damage and burst from pack to pack. When it comes to Conduit's choice, Spirit Attunement is excellent for every situation, with the beast being a contester when you want some extra power for your pets. If you have a small percentage of haste and you are struggling maintaining the frenzy buff up from barb shot, Bloodletting is a good conduit that can smoothen up the rotation. The BM rotation has 2 important rules. Never cap your focus and always apply and maintain your frenzy buff. The best focus spender ability is Kill Command, which should be used on cooldown. As a focus builder, use Barb Shot, which has 3 beneficial traits. Applies 1 stack of the frenzy buff, which you want to maintain a maximum of 3 stacks at all times. Reduces the cooldown of Bestial Wrath and also causes your pets to stomp if talented. To be noted that on AoE situations where you are facing multiple targets, you should target switch between them in order to apply the barb shot dot on each if possible, for min-maxing your DPS output. If kill command is on cooldown and you are getting close to capping your focus, Cobra shot should be used as a filler and also to reduce the cooldown of the next kill command. Don't be shy to use Bestial Wrath as soon as it's available because its cooldown will reset quite fast from the extra usage of barb shot. In order to cleave on 2+ targets, you need to use multi-shot in a window of 4 seconds. There is no point into spamming multi-shot, it's enough to use it every 4 seconds to activate and maintain Beast Cleave with 2-3 spells in between those windows. And as always, kill shot to be used as soon as it's available. Important! Which is the best pet?
What is the best pet?
Every pet in the game provides and does the same damage, but there are 2 types of pets which are preferred for PvE. You want to use either a ferocity type or a tenacity one, with the second one providing a better value. Use a ferocity pet only when you need and want to have a bloodlust. If you don't have a mage or a chamois around to lust for you, you will be able to do that yourself alongside gaining a passive 50% leech while using it. The preferred choice for PvE though would be a tenacity pet, which comes along with an extra defensive ability on a small cooldown and also providing 5% extra HP for the pet and yourself. As a tenacity pet, I recommend the usage of a spirit beast, each spirit beast is a tenacity one, for the extra heal ability they provide to you and to your party. While playing a BM is really recommended to have your offensive spells macroed with the pet's attacks. The in-game autocast system for hunter pets is very slow and can be a tiny bit faulty at times, so having this type of macros will increase the usage of your pet's auto attack while also helping them to target switch faster. I do hope all this came in handy for a better understanding of the Beast Mastery spec. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below, like and consider subscribing for more future content, and keep in mind that you can find me daily on twitch.tv/chachuks where we can chill, chat and blast. Thank you for watching and happy hunting!